Here's what I want to ask you is this. What do you think is the thing that holds you back in business the most? What holds you back? What is it that holds you back? Brent, what is it that holds you back in your business?
Most people would say money.
Not sure? Not sure? Money?
I'd have to say money. Money to grow, money to buy things you think you need for your business.
Okay.
To make more money.
Okay, so perhaps money may be one of the things. I believe it's a really short word. Yeah, and I think it's me. I think it's M-E. I think we are the ones that hold ourselves back, and here's why. I'm going to share with you this thought. Let's assume for a minute that this is the universe of knowledge in the world. This is all the knowledge in the world, right, that's out there. Everything you could possibly know. There's some portion of that you know, right? There are some things that you know. You're a vet. There are some things you know. Many of the things that are in your know category aren't in my set of things that I know. But you know, as a banker, there are some things you know. There's data set in there that you know, right? Does it make sense? So there are some things in the world that you know. There's another portion of things in the world that are things that you don't know, right? There's some stuff that you clearly don't know. I mean, nobody in the room's a brain surgeon, right? So there's some things about brain surgery we know we don't know, right? But the biggest piece of knowledge in the world falls in this category that I would call, it's stuff we don't know that we don't know. It's stuff we don't know that we don't know until we know that we don't know it, right? We just don't know. I mean, we don't even know that we don't know it. It's just out there. And the more that we learn, the more that we experience, the more that we educate ourselves, the more we become aware of how much we don't know. And what holds us back in business is we try to run our business on that little sliver of green that we know. We're trying to be successful at one of the most complicated activities in the economic world, running our own business, on a small sliver of knowledge. And many people, many of us, don't spend near enough time trying to understand what it is we don't know that we don't know. So the fact that you're here today, my hope is that we're going to expose you to some things that you don't know, and maybe put those into the knowledge base, but then that also continues to expand. Does that make sense? I mean, you can never get there. We'll never all know everything. But what holds us back is the fact that we're not always asking the questions, what is it that I don't know? Think about it this way. Back in the agrarian age, so back when food and farming was big, who was it that made all the money? Who was it that who was it then that were rich and famous? The people that owned what? All the land, right? So back in the agrarian age, if you owned the land, that gave you power. It gave you capacity. In the industrial age, who was it that had all the wealth? The folks that had what? Capital, the factories, right? You had the big factories. You were very successful. In the information age that we're in today, do we get paid from the neck up or the neck down?
Neck up.
Neck up. Clearly, it's neck up. It's not neck down. It's what we know that people will pay us for. The reason they'll use your bank is because of what you know, not because of what you'll do. Right? Does that make sense? The reason that's for in every case. So how much more important is it that we're constantly working on what we know? Because that's the only thing that's going to differentiate us from other people, is what's in our head, is the amount of knowledge that we have, right?